I've had many requests from people wanting to see my Bionicle mask collection, so let's do it! This is essentially every Bionicle mask that I own. From the official ones to rare ones, even some custom masks, some of which I've never even shown on this channel. And you better believe I'm going to give you some ideas for how you can use these in your own creations. So if you got some of these masks in your collection, it's time to get inspired. Let's dive in. If you're curious where I keep my masks, they're actually scattered across many different places. I just kind of slot them into appropriate little nooks, like this. Some of them are in these old Lego board game boxes. Dude, these boxes are actually great for storing Lego. They were designed to do that. They're sturdy, they're strong, they're perfect. But yes, inside this are some beautiful G2 masks, like these golden ones. Actually, you know what? It was really cool that every G2 set came with a bonus golden mask. I love that they did that. And I've always liked the way that people take this gully mask and turn it into hair. Calcifer Project has done that, and dude, is this not a sick fringe design? Couple that with this woven hair using zipline pieces, dude. Also in this box are some bonus skull spiders. These are the ones that would have come with your standard Masters sets. Now, the reason they're here is that when I display my G2 sets, I just have one copy of each skull spider on display. In my eyes, I don't really see the point of displaying the exact same skull spider again and again. It's just going to clutter the shelf. So I've got one on each shelf and some of the accompanying masks just next door, and I think it's a nice little display. On this, by the way, I'm only showing you the masks I have extras of. Many of my other masks are on the original set on display. So if you're like, hey, where's this mask? It's probably on a shelf with the set. While we're talking about those skull spiders, I do have a few extras of just the mask, but I also have a couple extra skull masks. Bro, say what you want about Bionicle G2, if you don't like it, sure. But you have to admit, the detail and design work on these masks in particular, it's beautiful. Originally, this next box was only meant to be for translucent masks, like these lovely trans green Miru. Ages ago, these used to be given out at Legoland. For a long time, they were so common and very cheap. Now the price has just shot up. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, yeah, this box originally was for translucent masks. Now I just put a lot of kind of rare and interesting stuff in here. Let's check it out. I've got some of the European misprints. Again, these are not cheap. I mean, you know, they were essentially region locked to only Europe, and they weren't easy to find. And I do love all the recolored gully masks. This trans red one right here, it's not as rare, but I do one day want to use it on the fan creation for the Dark Hunter Guardian. The official design uses this exact mask on the head, and I've always loved how this dude looks. One day I'll use that and I'll build this guy. It'll be fun. I've got 2 out of, I think it's the 4 variants of Tahu's infected Nuva mask. You can see there's some subtle differences with the green marbling. This is such a cool piece. Ah, the Mask of Time and that wonderful chrome silver Tahu mask. I miss chrome silver, such a pretty color. And then I've got essentially every variant of Takanuva's mask, as well as this oddity. This one is more clear than the other one, and this one's a bit more yellow. Apparently during the production of this piece, they did change the formula that went into making it or something like that. There's not a lot of history out there documenting why these are different. But yeah, I don't believe this is a misprint. From my understanding, this is more of a known variant. Still, it's fascinating. While we're talking about production changes, we have the Kraken, a mask that is very much known for its incredibly rare pearl gold variant. This is one of the rarest Bionicle masks in existence. Couple that with some of the other versions of the Kraken, like the movie edition, another very rare mask. And it's cool that I've got a bit of a collection of them. I do have a bit of a fun story about that pearl gold Kraken, but let me get that to you in a hot second. I need to show you something else for that story to make sense, so stay tuned. That's it for these 2 little boxes, but I do have a nice dedicated display space for these very rare G2 masks. These were given out at Comic-Cons, there's a very limited quantity of them. They are pretty desirable pieces, and they deserve their own special space behind glass. They're here amongst other, exclusive things, interesting stuff, things I really enjoy. I'll be doing another room tour video soon, so if you want to see even more of this, keep watching, stay tuned. But mate, we are just scratching the surface. Let's head on over to another part of my Lego room where I have many more masks. They're all stored in these containers here and they're color-coded, which makes it a lot easier to find what I need. But alright, let's take them out. What have we got? We'll begin with the red ones. There's a lot here, but I think my favorites have to be the red recolors of the Mutter masks. There was something special about those early years of Bionicle where every mask came in so many different colors. It's a shame that LEGO kind of just stopped doing that. I don't know if one of these Ben 10 Lego heads counts, but it's in here with the other masks. Why not? Now, for dark red. You'll notice I have a ton of these Vekama Metru masks. I love that design so much. It just looks cool. And Red Pin Jin uses them for shoulder armor. Isn't that fancy? The way it pairs with the hood, it's like he's got a jacket. Very nice. But okay, why do I have so many Vekama masks? Why do I have so many Mutau masks as well? That's strange. Well, I think it was back in 2012. I bought this bulk lot on eBay that included a ton of bulk masks. Oftentimes I'd get, Metru masks in larger quantities. But the real reason I bought that bulk lot was because that's what came with that pearl gold Krakan. Some dude was selling it off, had it for a really good price, and I thought, I'd love to get that very rare mask. This seems like a good deal. If I'm not mistaken, the bulk lot was about $80. So $80 comparative to what that mask is worth today, that was a great deal. And honestly, getting stuck with bulk of specific types of masks, I'm happy with that. Nothing wrong with having a ton of duplicates. And maybe I'll bring some to the next convention I go to give them to some other Bionicle fans. I don't need that many. But hey, this is a great reminder to be taking a look at eBay and Facebook Marketplace, all those different places. You never know what kind of bulk lot you might stumble across that has some sort of hidden treasure. It's a fun thing to look into and it can often be very rewarding. But my favorite mask, Surge's mask. So good. But I guess that's cheating because this is Hero Factory and we're trying to talk more about Bionicle. So what's my favorite Bionicle mask? I don't know, that's actually really tough. Maybe it's this one, the Corrupted Tahu mask. This is one of very few Bionicle or Lego pieces that was hand painted. I also have one here that was kind of cut in half. I got it from a friend who said that they stepped on it one day and broke it. I can never tell if this is super cool or just kind of a bit unfortunate. I guess it could look pretty cool on a mock, like some sort of battle damage. It's certainly interesting. Here's the rest of the black masks that I've got. You'll notice a lot of these Skrull masks and Bone Hunter masks. At one point I thought about building a little Skrull army, so I got a lot of their masks to be able to do that. But I don't know, I never got around to doing it. Maybe I'll have to build that soon. Up next, some lovely yellow masks. One specific one here that doesn't get a lot of love, but I think it's so cool. It's Huki Mari's mask. I always love the way that Shadow Gear 6335 has used it for a larger axe. I just thought that was so sick. And it's proof that this mask can be used in many creative and fun ways. Over to some white masks. Surprisingly, this is a more common color. Many of these are duplicates that I got through various bulk lots. For whatever reason, the bulk lots I've bought have come with a lot of masks. Especially Stormer's mask, I mean look at that. And Witch Doctor's mask as well. That many skulls, it reminds me of that scene in Lord of the Rings, with that avalanche of skulls. Dude, imagine recreating that with skulls of this scale. That'd be big, that'd be impressive, that'd be cool. These probably don't count, I store them in the same place, but hey, Ninjago dragon heads, they are very Bionicle coded. They would look pretty good on a Bionicle mock. Something to think about. Gunmetal and grey masks, they're up next. Oh, and look at that. These are lovely Knights Kingdom masks. Again, not technically Bionicle, but don't they just look so sick? I've seen all sorts of people building knight-like Bionicles that wear these helms, and dude, it's something else. Now I guess you can say the same about these Hero Factory masks, but again, look at the ways you can use them. Oblivimox flips this over and turns it into a helmet. A helmet that has a nice mono eye peeking through the middle. That's really good. Flipping masks around is a bit of an age-old tradition. There's so many designs that look even better when you rotate it, put it on its side, turn it upside down, whatever. You're looking at the silver stuff. Gosh, actually this silver Nuva mask right here, Pahatu's one. I got this in a bulk lot years ago and had no idea that the silver Nuva masks are worth crazy money. Most of them, anyway, not Liwa's. It is really cool to buy Bionicle bulk lots, and then thumb through it. Find all sorts of interesting things, learn about LEGO history, uncover secret treasures, find pieces that you've never seen before and incorporate them in your own creations. I'm telling you man, there's so many great things you can get out of a good bulk lot. But remember, buy responsibly. You'll find a lot of bad deals and overpriced stuff, but if you keep looking, you keep searching, eventually you'll find something good. Beauty. That's most of my masks, but I promised you some custom ones. Everything from 3D printed masks to resin cast designs, and even a few knockoffs. Knockoffs that are still pretty cool, don't worry. Let's check them out. So I have done videos showcasing a lot of these pieces before, not all of them, there's a few new ones here. These sorts of masks come from people like Socketball, Zion Tyro, and Buryu Mox. If you want some high quality, good looking masks and other custom pieces, go check those people out. It's very much worth it. I've got a few designs here though from Red Star Forge. I picked these up at Brick Fair, Virginia. They're really cool. I've not shown these before, I like them. The colors are very fancy, the designs feel ancient and seeped within the design style of Bionicle. I've not really found any mocks online that use these specific masks. If you've got some, let me know. I'd be happy to do an in-depth video about these designs because they are pretty cool. Although one of my favorites, I believe this is from Zion Tyro. It's this Rainbow Evoke. The glitter, the multiple colors, it's phenomenal. See, it's colors and techniques like this that LEGO just didn't do. That's why I love a good custom mask. They're kind of little works of art. And it feels like a dream come true to see new Bionicle masks in fancy colors, unique designs, all sorts of stuff. Oh, I love it so much. These ones here, they come from AliExpress. They're cheap, they're not as good quality, but they still hold up. And again, look at these colors. Translucent howls? I mean, come on. And that Makuta mask, it glows in the dark. Dude. Oh, and how can I forget? Nate's Mask Shop. Again, I picked these up at Brick Fair, but you can get them online as well. He's such a nice dude, and the quality of these is spot on. Feels just like LEGO. Got a few bootleg Hero Factory masks here. I really struggle to find any Hero Factory or Bionicle knockoff sets these days. They're just not as common. But on the rare chance that you do find some, you can get beautiful recolors like this. Oh, isn't it fancy? Even a gunmetal version of Breeze's mask. Dang. I'll leave you with a few more images of some of these custom designs. Because that's it. That's basically everything. There's lots to look at, that's for sure. And again, I'm gonna have to sit down one day and build a few mocks with some of these masks. Especially the custom ones. And I highly recommend it. Take a look at some of the people I mentioned and go pick up some custom ones for yourself. Or yeah, take a look at a few bulk lots, try and pick up some masks. Or just head over to Bricklink and pick up a few that you like. Masks really are helpful, beautiful things. And they're so fun to collect. Although I've been collecting them for like, I don't know, how old is Bionicle? 25 odd years now? I didn't get this stuff overnight. This took me years to collect, and I did a lot of hunting and really made sure to find good deals. You might have to do the same. It might take you a little bit, but you may as well start looking right now. Enjoy the hunt, guys. Go find some rare masks. Thanks for watching, happy building, and bye for now. One day I dream of walking into some sort of thrift store, maybe in Germany or Denmark, and finding some sort of prototype Bionicle mask just sitting there waiting for me. That's the dream, baby. That's the dream.